Thank you. Cari tu. Now, it's Africa. Now we get in Africa. It's a gorilla something. We're going. अब अफ्रिका फरेस्ट हो हाम्रो जम्बो टोली यो हो 1.5 साल त माथि पुगिसक्नु भएको छ कि नि 1.5 साल अघि लागेन भने जम्बो टोली फेरि साह्रै घिच्रिन्छन् त्यसले गर्दाखेरि मैले पछाडिबाट ठेल्ने 1.5 सालले अगाडिबाट तान्ने त्यो भइरहेछ अब अफ्रिकातिर हेरौँ के रहेछ त्यसै
No, this is called an okapi.
Okapi.
No, giraffes live out on the safari.
Yeah, it's hiding.
A donkey.
She's an okapi. So they're the closest living relative to a giraffe.
Okapi.
But they live in different
It's a
habitats.
donkey like you. Okay.
Amlisha. Kucho. Look at this. Kucho gari Amlisha gari ma yo. Bans gari, bans to gari. Oh. Nariyal ki tamal ke bhन्छ सुन्दर छ यार बस गरी कति मान्छे हेर्नु न कति आउँछन् नि ओ माय गुडनेस अम्मै कस्तो राम्रो गर्छ त so cute गर्छ गर्दैछ It's around above my head. Yeah, about what about all that?
Oh my god, that's great. Look out. And they blend in well because like
Cameraman, let's go.
I know.
well, the Americans are like the highlight of my day. They're so good at it. But they're cuter than so
On this side, buddy. There you go. You hungry? Oh, good.
¿No te quieres bañar? Está comiendo.
It's hungry.
Se va a bañar ahorita. Mira lo bebé allá arriba. ¿Qué dice? Lo bebé ahí.
Baby. Is she pregnant?
No,
No?
I'm not either.
No, no.
She's just robust.
Okay.
She's had 2 babies before and her belly dropped.
Okay.
Most gorillas have robust bellies, even the males.
Oh, alright.
They're called robust or portly.
Got it. She's explaining about me. About the gorilla was this. She's so nice. And explaining us.
Mom and
They just said he was 40 years old.
40 years old?
40, yeah.
Ah. There's a baby gorilla is right there. This is the baby. अब सफारीको सुरु भयो सफारी सुरु भयो अब हाम्रो यो सफारीबाट चाहिँ लायन टाइगर एलिफेन्ट जिराफ पान्डा इत्यादि जनावर देखिन्छ अब हेर्दै जाउँ सफारी कति स्पिड कुदाउँछ कति हेर्न पाइन्छ उनीहरूले देखाएको छ
My name is Noah. I'll be your safari guide today.
सफारी सुरु
Couple
भयो
of quick reminders to keep those hands, arms, feet, and legs inside of the truck at all times. And secondly, remain seated throughout the entirety of our trip around the reserve. If you do look above you, there is an animal spotting guide giving you a good idea of some of those animals we'll see out there on the reserve today. Now, speaking of those animals, there are going to be guests in their homes, so I do kindly ask you to keep any loud noises down to a minimum while we're out there. This includes any sort of whistling or animal sounds as that will startle those animals further away from the truck. Now, while we wait for the all clear from the warden, we're heading into the Harambe Woodland Reserve. Harambe is a Swahili word. It does mean to come together. I think it's a very appropriate phrase as we are able to hang out here together on this trip as we learn to observe these incredible animals out there today. And we got the all clear, so let's head out on our safari.
I want to see a panda.
Now, this very first part of our reserve is called Little Ituri Forest. It's home to many of our camouflage animals. We use their neutral body color to blend in with their surroundings. So let's keep a good eye out for these animals out here today. Up on the right side, first animal is the okapi.
Okapi, what is that?
The okapi is a
Right
close
here.
relative to the giraffe.
Okapi.
It has two key features. Firstly, going to be its long pointed skull structure, very similar in shape to the giraffe. And secondly, it has a prehensile tongue. Now, that means that they're able to reach out, grab, and pull leaves off of trees just by using their tongue. Very similar to the giraffe as well. Now, on the right side, this is a saddle-billed stork.
It's right
Very
here.
colorful
It is
beak
honey.
right there. Now, it gets its name because, well, its beak or its bill has a little bit of a saddle just in the top of its bill there, near the top of its nose. Now, that's going to be a female stork as she has yellow eyes. If she had any different eye colors, such as a amber or a brown colored eye, it would be a male. It does have a wingspan of 9 feet wide. Pretty impressive. Now, on both sides, we're passing by some greater kudu. These are both
Hello.
female as they don't have any horns.
Right here.
You can just see with their very neutral brown color with those
Right
white
here?
stripes, they're just about experts at hiding with pretty much anyone, with any one of their surroundings here in the forest. Whether it be the forest trees, the brush around them, or even the clay walls.
Rhino!
Now, the black rhino is going to be one of the rarest of the rhinos left
It's
on
very
Earth.
fast.
There's only about 5,500 left today.
Where do you see the rhino?
Additionally, they can grow to be as large as 3,000 pounds.
3,000 pounds.
Up on the right side is the bongo. Dark
Right there.
brown animal way up
Right
there on
there.
top of the hill there with those horns. Now, both male and female
Right
bongos
there.
grow horns, and that's relatively rare as far as antelopes go.
Congo?
Bongo.
Congo.
They're known as the ghosts of the forest because they are so well at blending with their surroundings that they are so rarely seen. As we leave the forest behind, we cross into the Safi River, where we're going to find some of our aquatic animals in and around the water.
बाँसहरू छ बाँस चाहिँ कति धेरै रहेछ है बाँस ब्याम्बो ब्याम्बो है ब्याम्बो Right here now.
Now, on the right side, we're going to see a couple of Nile hippopotamus in the corner there on the right. Now, these Nile hippos are quite intimidating. They will take on just about anything that comes on in their way. They're very protective of their habitat and their little ones.
It's a,
Talk a little bit more about them in a minute. These white birds are called pink-backed pelicans. And they will actually get their name because during mating season, their backs will literally turn a nice light shade of
you
pink.
guys are fine
They're
out.
opportunistic carnivores, which means they will try to eat anything that they can fit inside of their mouth. So even if it doesn't fit in their mouth, they will attempt to try and eat it. There's actually videos online of these pelicans trying to eat a capybara, even though they are much too big for them to even fit into their mouth, let alone their body. Now, as for the Nile hippopotamus, they're not very good at swimming. They're actually going to walk along the river floor to be able to get through the water.
सबै इन्फर्मेसन चाहिँ यहाँ
They're
भनिरहेको छ
very
इङ्ग्लिसबाट।
territorial. Now, this paired with their massive teeth and very strong jaws makes the hippo one of the most dangerous animals in the world. Even though the hippo is an herbivore, only eating plants and vegetables. Speaking of teeth, these are Nile crocodile.
Crocodile where?
Ooh,
Right there.
big one.
Now, they have one of the strongest bites in the world. And they're also quite intimidating, taking on just about anything that will cross their path. Now, they're going to keep their eggs warm by rolling them around in their mouth using their tongue. Once that baby croc hatches, if anything gets too close for comfort, that parent croc will open their mouth and the little one will crawl right back inside. Additionally, that parent crocodile has a flap near the back of their throat that will close, and that will prevent them from swallowing their baby alive. Raise your hands, any parents of them with their kids?
Yes.
Anyone? Yeah? Maybe one? My mom too. The different style of parenting though. She's from Brooklyn. Now out to the right side, this is the baobab tree.
Where?
It can stay leafless or bare for 9 months out of the year. It retains so much water just during that rainy season alone The animals can walk up to that tree and drink the water straight out of its trunk.
Wow.
It is for that reason the baobab tree has earned itself the nickname the Tree of Life. As we slowly head down the hill here, we cross into the largest part of our reserve.
Large.
This is the
Okay.
savannah. Now, the African
Now
savanna
it's
is home to
giraffe time.
millions of migrating animals each year. It is a very diverse ecosystem filled with hundreds of different species of plants and animals, both with their different and unique migration and sleeping patterns. First, we are met with the Maasai giraffe on the right side.
You see me?
Now, they can grow to be as large as 18 to 20 feet tall as a full-grown adult. And as a baby, they're born as large as 6 feet tall.
Oh, more.
Now, since a
Taller
mama
than
giraffe
me.
gives birth standing up, that's a 6-foot drop straight to the ground at the beginning of life.
And this animal?
On the right side, these two cows here are Ankoli cattle. They're one of only 2 domesticated animals on our entire reserve. Now, those horns, while being rather large, are hollow on the inside and have a honeycomb-like pattern. Now, they're going to pump blood through those horns of theirs. It'll help to keep them warm on the cooler days. Definitely to help regulate their body temperature. On the right side, these are Hartmann's mountain zebra. And you can tell what color a zebra is by looking at their noses. So these particular zebra are black with white stripes. Ooh, on the left side, we have some running going on with these painted dogs.
Oh, okay.
Now, they might look cute and cuddly, but I can assure you there's some of the fiercest of hunters out here on our entire reserve. They're going to work together as a team to take down their prey as one cohesive unit. They actually have a success rate while hunting of well over 90%. They are very impressive. Now, way on the left, as we pass by this bush here, you can turn your head toward the left, toward the tree in the back. These are sable antelope. They're symbols of bravery. Now, if a predator were to ever jump on their back, they'll use those long curved horns and buck their head backwards, using those horns of theirs to knock that animal off their back as quickly as possible. Now, a group of zebra is called a dazzle of zebra. And no 2 zebra have the same striped pattern. Each one is a little bit different and unique. It's going to be one of the ways that a baby zebra will imprint on their parents shortly after they're born, so that they can tell their parents apart from the rest of the zebras in their group. Now, any given point throughout the day, you're probably going to see these giraffes eating, probably munching on leaves. And if they're not eating leaves, they're looking for more leaves to eat, as on average, the giraffe eats 20 hours out of the day.
Oh, 20 hours?
And when they're not eating, they're probably going to be walking toward other trees, as I mentioned, looking for other leaves to eat, socializing with other giraffe, and spending maybe about 30 minutes tops out of their day sleeping every single day. Now, that 30 minutes of sleep won't be done in one sitting. They'll actually break it up throughout different periods of the day, sleeping for as little as a couple of seconds or as much as 1 or 2 minutes at a time.
Okay.
Now, up ahead, we're going to see one of our wildebeest. I see at least 2 of them out there once we make this turn here. The wildebeest is the 2nd most densely packed mammal on Earth. Do you have any guesses? What is the number 1 most densely packed mammal on Earth? Think about on this truck.
Nice.
Humans, absolutely, humans. Number 1 most densely packed mammal on Earth. If you've ever spent Christmas Day at Magic Kingdom, I think you know what I'm talking about. Now, during the Great Serengeti Migration, we'll see upwards of 1.6 million wildebeest traveling together throughout that season alone. Now, when the wildebeest is migrating, they're kicking up so much dust and dirt into the air that astronauts can see their migration patterns from outer space. Now, you might be able to see this giraffe's tongue here on the left side. It has a blue tongue. I just got shy there. Now, because its tongue is out so long during the day, that blue tongue helps prevent it from getting sunburnt. There's a couple more wildebeest on the right side. Now those little lines on the wildebeest body, that's actually sweat. So they sweat just like us to be able to help regulate their body temperatures. That's also how I'm gonna look this summer with my khaki.
I know, I'm saying that.
Right there.
Ooh, I think we're gonna see a mandrill on the left side. Now there's an African elephant on the right that I do want to point out quickly, but there is gonna be a mandrill we don't get to see too often, and I think we'll see that elephant toward the back now. So this is one of the largest of the monkey species on the left side. If it looks familiar, that's because Rafiki from The Lion King is a mandrill. They do have a little blue face that will get even brighter as they get more excited. And we can tell that they're a monkey because they have a small tail. If they didn't have a tail, they'd be considered an ape. Sorry, I learned to drive in Los Angeles, guys. Out to the right, you can see those ears flapping of the elephant there.
Oh,
They
can you
have
hold?
ears that are shaped like the continent of Africa. And like the African elephant, the Asian elephant also has ears shaped like Asia. Now they'll flap their ears back and forth just like that to help cool themselves down up to 10 degrees on the hottest of days. There's a rumor out there, there's an elephant that can flap its ears so much it can actually fly.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Poaching, otherwise known as illegally hunted. And secondly is mining. Now, since a lot of these mines have popped up closer to where these elephants do call home, this will force them out of their natural habitat, putting them a little bit more at risk. It's important to look after these elephants as they are a keystone species. And what that means is that without the elephant in the picture, it would make it increasingly challenging for hundreds of different species of plants and animals to continue to thrive as they do today. So, for example, when the elephant goes to eat, they're eating lots of fruits, vegetables, and plants, all of which have a ton of seeds. Now, since the elephant's stomach is not strong enough to digest those seeds, they'll travel throughout the entirety of their digestive system. And when they reach the end of the line, those seeds are whole and intact in their dung, or they'll be naturally fertilized. So when the rainy season comes along, they'll be watered and planted into the ground.
Look at their
And
elephant.
up will sprout different fruits,
All the
vegetables,
way there.
and plants for the many animals of the savannah to enjoy.
You didn't see it? Yeah. Is this tree is the same tree which we saw before?
Now we are passing by a couple more baobab trees on both the left and right side.
Yeah.
They have also earned themselves another nickname, the upside down tree, as if you look at their branches, they look a little bit like the roots of a tree, almost like the tree is sticking upside down into the air. Now there is a little bit of residual flooding from the other day here. It's not a problem. You guys have an expert driver. I prepared long for this day. I've played a lot of Oregon Trail growing up, so we should be able to get through the water. No problem here.
Yeah.
We have to go through water now.
Look at that tree.
We have to go through water now.
Don't ask me about how many wagons I've lost, though.
How many wagons have you lost?
Up to the left side, these are greater flamingo. They're one of the largest of the flamingo species, and also one of the lightest shades of pink. Pulling that lovely pink color from their diet, consisting mainly of brined shrimp. And that has a great source of beta carotene.
Look at that big one right there.
So the white flamingo that you see out there, those are the younger ones. They're no more than about a year old at most. If you give them another 6 months or so, they should turn just as pink as the others.
Babu, look at this side.
Additionally, a group of flamingo is actually called a flamboyance. Ooh, we're gonna get a really nice look at these white rhino up ahead.
White rhino.
Now the white rhino can grow to be as large as 5,000 pounds.
They are gone.
Very huge one.
Now they have those large horns on the tip of their noses there. That's made out of keratin, as I mentioned briefly earlier today. Same stuff that our fingernails are made out of. Now, a group of rhino is called a crash of rhino. My friends, you might see a ostrich just briefly on the right side. That's the world's largest bird.
Yeah.
Just barely out of
wait
view there. It's
for-
really not the
Can you wait
best
it?
location right now. But we can see that up ahead later today.
Okay.
Over there.
Okay.
Now, as I mentioned earlier, a crash. They're going to make up for this lack of eyesight, though, with their amazing sense of hearing. Their ears are going to be on top of their heads and rotate like a satellite. It's going to help pick up the noises around them while they walk forward.
But they can't see well.
And we do have cheetahs halfway up the hill on the left side. That's the world's fastest land mammal, running from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3 seconds flat.
Where's cheetah?
Now they have these black
yeah.
teardrop
Yes.
stripes underneath their eyes. That's going to help reflect the sunlight away from their face while they're hunting. We should have a couple more cheetahs in between these two trees in the shade. If you look between the tree that looks like a V and the tree just to the right of it. Yep, at least 2 cheetahs there. Now the world's fastest cheetah was clocked in at 75 miles per hour. This truck only goes 8 miles per hour.
8 miles.
We should get out of here.
Okay.
Wow, a speedy getaway. On the left side, these are Gobi rocks. They're home to more predators that will hang out on top of those rocks as they survey the entirety of the savanna, getting an especially great view from the very top rock up there on the left.
Dada. Sana.
There's some more ostriches on the right side. As I mentioned, they are the world's largest bird.
Yeah,
Unable to
ostrich.
flap and they take their bodies off the ground as their bodies are a little bit too big for their wings to help them fly. But they are quite fast on their feet, running a top speed of 45 miles per hour. They do have wings that they'll unfurl to help them steer themselves while they're running, and also help them come to a graceful stop. Now on the left side, that is a male lion that's resting his head there on the very edge of that rock. They are nighttime predators,
Oh, can you hold
much
it?
more active and alert later at night. Now, when they're at night and be much more awake, those female lions will be doing a majority of the hunting, whereas the male lions will hang out back in the rocks, watching over the little ones, protecting them from any oncoming predators. Now, I don't know about you, but if I was a baby lion and other lions were attacking my pride, I would be pretty scarred.
Lion ko kewa rin yun.
You guys are a tough crowd, but I respect you for it. You humbling man, putting me in my place, but you know what? All the more
I wanna
power
see
to you
this.
guys.
I wanna see this
On the
one.
right side, there's another good look at these white rhino.
Hello, buddy. Can you look on this side?
Now you can see that they are a little dirty. They were rolling around in the mud earlier today. Now since they have very sensitive skin, by rolling around in the mud, this will help them protect their skin from the sun. Additionally, it is a very natural insect repellent for the rhino as well, protecting them from any insect bites. Those are ostrich eggs on the right side. That's the world's largest egg. The
Where?
world's largest bird.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can stand on one of those eggs and they will not crack or
Ostrich
break
egg.
in the slightest.
Idea.
Additionally, an ostrich is capable of laying upwards of 71 eggs in their nest.
Wow. 71.
As we head on into our very last area of our reserve, this is Magadi Glen, where our Warden's Outpost is located. And the goats are out and about today. These are Nigerian dwarf goats you're going to see here. You can see one of them in the back of the Jeep.
Back on the Jeep? Where?
They're very playful in nature. They're very fun.
Good.
Now, these goats are the second of only 2 domesticated animals. And kind of like a dairy cow, these goats have multiple stomachs, so they're able to eat and process a lot of food every single day. you want to head on over to Rafiki's Planet Watch, there is going to be a great opportunity to head on over to the petting zoo where you can pet those goats alongside some other farm life as well, including some pigs.
Quite big.
Now, unfortunately, that does bring the end of our reserve, and our safari is slowly coming to a close.
Oh, really?
We did get to see a lot of awesome animals out there today. My personal favorite was the mandrill. We got such a great look of that earlier today. If you didn't get to see your favorite, I hope at the very least I was able to teach you a new thing or two while we made our way around the reserve. Now, everything we do here at Animal Kingdom would be quite impossible without the conservational efforts, both here in Harambe as well as around the world. If you do find yourself interested in learning about any of these awesome animals, or maybe a little bit about the Earth's resources, I'd recommend you give it a quick Google search, as there's so many ways to be able to help out and even learn, both around the world, and you might find something closer to home as well. If you're not sure where to start as far as conservation goes, feel free to start small. Anything as little as turning off your water while brushing your teeth can make a large impact, especially as time goes on. Now, if you want to see some more animals, there's so many opportunities to do so here at Animal Kingdom. Firstly, head on over towards Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail, where you can see a variety of animals, including some reptiles, naked mole rats. You can see some birds at the aviary that will fly right over your head, some hippos in a very unique underwater hippo viewing area, and some gorillas in an area that was helped designed by Jane Goodall herself. Alrighty, now here in Harambe, we don't like to say goodbye. It's far too sad and much too final. So instead, we say the words Kwa Harini. It is a Swahili word. It does mean to go well. So thank you all for joining me today. Hope you guys had a lovely time here riding with me on my truck. If I have any wilderness explorers aboard, you're riding on the Simba 1. Now, my name is Noah, and hopefully I proved to you that I know a thing or two about animals. Thank you all for joining me today, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Friends of the way, watch your hands, arms, feet, and legs.
Is that the thing where I heard that if you look at it upside down, that was the key.
I have a car.
Hey, Dad, we saw this morning when we were in the car.
Car?
Yeah, we saw this morning.
No, this is a different level.
No, it was exact this.
These are jumbo trolley.
These are. It looks like a pig. You see the water?
Hi, kids.
It must be exciting.
यो चाहिँ रुखको जरामा ढुङ्गाहरू कसरी एकदमै डर लाग्छ ढुङ्गा मुनिबाट एउटा हालिरहने हुन्छ भाइ
एउटा हामीलाई नि हुन्छ त्यो हाम्रो अलिक राव
यहाँ फोटो खिच्नु भन्दै हुनुहुन्छ है एकदम फोटो खिचिदिन्छु दामी आएको छ
वा माथिको खिच्यो भाइ यो प्लान चाहिँ युनिक लाग्यो क्या मलाई भेरी भेरी युनिक प्लान हेर न कस्तो गर्नु भरे यस्तो भक्क लाग्छ अरे
होइन सनसेट द टप पार्ट
यो माथि घुम्नु झरो भयो
माथिको धपानी जस्तो भनेर घाम अस्ताएपछि बन्द हुन्छ अरे घाम झुल्केपछि खुला उम्रिन्छ अरे बिर्को त्यसो भन्ने जस्तो अब त्यो घाम झुल्के अस्ट्रेलियासम्म बस्ने कुरा भएन के अरे यो प्लान त नेपालमा मात्रै पाइन्छ जस्तो लाग्यो नेपाल इन्डिया भुटानतिर मात्रै जस्तो लाग्थ्यो हेर्दै हेर्दैछ
Like, I know why I like it, but I also buy it for myself. That's what I mean.
कहाँ उडाएर हालेँ कहाँभित्र अब भित्र उडाहरूभित्र अलिकति बाहिरको रुख ढुङ्गा जस्तो देखिएको मुनिबाट अँध्यारो छ पुरै लाइन कति छ 70 मिनट्स वेट गर्नुपर्छ अरे लाइनमा मैले लगभग आधीमा आएर
अब 1 घन्टा चाहिँ लाइनमा हो
भनेको यो सिनदेखि चाहिँ गरेन
यो बढ्दो रुखबाट ठुलो
यहाँ लडाँडाखेरि यो के हो ढुङ्गा जस्तो देखिन्छ के हो यो
बर पिपलका रुखहरू आर्टिफिसियल बाहिर देख्यौ न यो सबै इँटा सिमेन्ट
मसरुम हेर्नु न मसरुम
अब त्यहाँदेखिको त्यो प्लान्टहरू के हो त सबै आर्टिफिसियल
अन्डरग्राउन्ड रियल रुख कस्तो दिमाग
यो पनि रियल हो कुनै रियल हो कुनै कुरा बाहिर पनि त्यस्तै हो बाहिर माथि फेरि माथि ठुलो माउन्टेन जस्तो बाहिरको ढुङ्गाहरू सबै बनाएको
अन्डरग्राउन्ड हुन्छ अन्डरग्राउन्डहरू के अँध्यारो छ सबै एभेटर है त्यस्तो हुँदो रहेछ के हुन्छ भने त्यो यो यो बुझ्न नि गाह्रो यो लाइन माथि पहिलेबाट मान्छे पुच्छर भएको मान्छे दाजु दाजु पुच्छर भएको मान्छे भन्थे पहिले हो त्यस्तो